Have you ever found yourself agreeing with something you didn't genuinely believe, just to avoid feeling different or isolated within a group? Or nodded along during a conversation, even though inside you felt deeply uncomfortable, like your true voice was being silenced? That pressure you felt, the subtle yet undeniable urge to align with others at the cost of your own authenticity, isn't weakness or personal failure. It's conformity, and it's embedded in our wiring far more deeply than most of us realize. Hey everyone, I'm Bix, and welcome back to Bix Book Summary. In today's episode, we're unpacking Law 14 from Robert Greene's illuminating book, The Laws of Human Nature. This one made me stop in my tracks and really reflect, because it's not simply about peer pressure or fitting in. It's about something much more profound and subtle. How, without a strong inner compass, the group quietly begins to shape and even overwrite our identity without us noticing. Robert Greene explains that conformity isn't just a social habit, it's deeply rooted in human survival instincts. Our ancestors needed groups for protection, resources, and survival itself. Standing out or challenging group norms could literally have meant exile or death. So our brains developed a powerful unconscious drive to blend in and mirror those around us. This evolutionary wiring to avoid isolation still runs deeply within us, even though modern threats are no longer about survival in the wilderness. Today, conformity emerges in subtle, nuanced ways. Think about the moments you've laughed along with a joke that didn't genuinely amuse you, or the times you posted something on social media simply because it was trending or expected, not because it resonated with your truth. Reflect on meetings or conversations where you stayed silent, despite strongly disagreeing or feeling uneasy. Notice how quickly you can slip into collective outrage or excitement without pausing to ask yourself why you're actually reacting that way. Here's the quiet danger Greene points out. Each time we compromise our authentic self to blend in, we slowly lose touch with who we truly are. It doesn't happen overnight. Instead, it occurs gradually, one small concession at a time, until one day you find yourself sitting with a group of people, nodding and smiling outwardly, while inside wondering, who am I becoming? When did I start pretending like this? One of the most powerful and haunting examples Greene gives is from the history of Nazi Germany. Not the fanatical leaders, but the ordinary citizens who chose silence and conformity over speaking out. These weren't inherently evil people. They were ordinary individuals who quietly allowed the wave of groupthink to carry them toward darkness, because opposing the group felt terrifying or dangerous. Greene isn't suggesting we're all inherently capable of evil, but he's sounding a crucial warning. Unchecked conformity erodes individuality slowly and silently, often leading us places we never intended to go. But conformity doesn't have to manifest only in extreme historical examples. Consider the everyday ways it shows up. The friend group that subtly pressures you to shrink yourself to fit in, the corporate culture that rewards silence and punishes bold ideas, the relationship where one partner's identity eclipses the other, or the online echo chambers reinforcing beliefs without challenge. Conformity feels safe and comforting. It offers a sense of belonging. But the hidden cost is significant. It can mean losing touch with your deeper purpose, your authentic voice, your very sense of self. Greene's antidote to conformity isn't about mindless rebellion or contrarianism. It's about cultivating deep inner clarity. It requires building a grounded, unshakable sense of identity, strong enough to observe the group without being consumed by it. It's about doing the internal work to recognize who you truly are, so that even in the midst of intense pressure to conform, you can remain anchored in your own values and truths. Because resisting conformity comes with a price. You must become comfortable standing alone, being misunderstood, and walking away when others remain seated. You have to willingly exchange popularity and superficial acceptance for genuine alignment and integrity. It takes courage to face the silence or awkwardness that arises when you speak your truth clearly and authentically. I remember a period in my own life when I was part of a team experiencing rapid success. Everything looked perfect from the outside. We were winning big, moving fast, and generating applause. Yet deep down, something felt fundamentally off. I had ideas and questions that didn't fit the accepted mold. Every time I tried to speak up, I felt the tension, the subtle, chilly atmosphere implying, "Don't disrupt the group." Gradually, I stopped expressing myself openly, and over time, my work lost its vitality and spark. Eventually, I recognized that the issue wasn't burnout or a lack of talent, it was conformity. I had allowed the group to slowly shape me into something I wasn't, not because anyone had bad intentions, but simply because I had failed to hold my inner center. This law isn't about advocating rebellion for rebellion's sake. Rather, it's an invitation to awaken your inner voice. It's about clearly seeing the collective current and consciously choosing when to follow and when to forge your own path. Not because you desire special attention, but because you are committed to authenticity. It's about having the strength to say, I see what everyone else is doing, but I choose something different. Now ask yourself honestly, where in your life have you quietly conformed to avoid discomfort, criticism, or isolation? Which parts of your identity or truth have you silenced to stay in sync with the group's expectations? And perhaps most importantly, are you ready to reclaim those lost parts of yourself? Because here's what the world truly needs. Not more conformity, not more noise, but more genuine voices willing to speak their truth with clarity and conviction. The greatest contributions and breakthroughs don't come from mindless agreement. They come from the courage to stand apart and think independently. In our next episode, we'll explore another critical dimension of human nature, the law of fickleness. We'll uncover why people's admiration and support can shift rapidly to hostility and rejection, and how to navigate the unpredictable waves of public perception. If today's exploration of conformity resonated with your experience, please drop a comment below. Share with me, where have you found yourself conforming in life, and what specific truth or aspect of yourself are you ready to reclaim? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to keep journeying deeper together, and share this video with someone you think might need to hear this. Always remember, you weren't born to blend into someone else's version of reality. You were born to create your own. Stay grounded in your inner truth, remain awake to subtle influences, and as always, keep courageously growing. I'll see you in the next one.